What are the keys to making Shopify like actually work? Like your website versus Amazon. You've now seen and coached so many people who do Amazon and Shopify. Like what are the types of products or what are the keys to actually make Shopify work once you have something that works on Amazon?
I think number one is like make sure you have something unique to say about your product. Number two is kind of what we talked about is like make sure you hit all those conversion elements and try to figure out like the main angle that's going to get strangers to buy this thing. Number third one that we didn't get into, but I think is the next in line is to get your average order value as high as possible. Because like if you think about it, like in some sense, you're kind of competing with Amazon. And so on Amazon, your conversion rate is going to be through the roof. Everyone buys there. Everyone's got their credit card number stored there. They get like this ridiculously high conversion rate compared to normal e-commerce. But your average order value is going to kind of suck on there because they don't let you run like order bumps and pre-purchase upsells and post-purchase upsells and all these things that you can do on your own store. And like the bundling is not really that great in my opinion on Amazon as far as like it's good for Amazon probably. They're combining you with all kinds of other products, but in terms of like your ability to control it, but you have all those options on Shopify. So getting your average order value up, extremely important because it kind of counteracts like the low relative conversion rate you're going to have on there. And that stuff, like to me, it's like I've had to do it and then I've had to teach it to people. And so to me, it's like it takes a learning curve, kind of like Amazon at first, but it's also kind of formulaic. It's like, okay, bundle products, like you either bundle complementary products or bundle multiple units. Like for us, it's like we force people on our sales page to basically buy 3 bags minimum. There's no 1 bag option. And that may not work best for everyone, but it worked well for us. And so that's a way to like bundle for us. And then we basically try to get them to add more stuff to their cart before they check out. And then once they check out, we offer 1-click upsells, tries to get them to add more stuff to their order. All that stuff adds up. And so that allows us to have the general target that I recommended for people as a starting point is your average order value should be like 2x the selling price of your main product. So if your main product sells for $30, your average order value on Shopify at minimum should be $60. Ours is like 3+x because we've been doing this, as well as we can for a while.
Hold on, but 3+ on your 3 bag? Or three times? No. Your 3 bag is 3 times, right?
yeah, exactly. And so, our 3 bag sells for like $50 something on our sales page. Our average order value is like 75.
Okay, nice.
But a single bag of coffee, if you were to add up all the discounts and everything about going on, more or less sells for like low 20s on our store. So then that versus the $75 is like 3+x for us. But I think a minimum is like 2x.
Nice.
That's a big one. And then the last main piece really is to try to get your lifetime value as high as possible. And so I've looked at some stat and they say that your first order is something like for most e-commerce businesses is like 68% of your lifetime value. So a lot of people are like, oh, lifetime value, like you got to get people to come back and rebuy. It's like a big part of that is like the first order they ever place. But it still makes sense once you've done the average order value and all that kind of stuff to do everything you can to get people to come back and buy stuff, which is nothing that crazy. It's like, does your product catalog kind of make sense? Like we got a guy that's in our mastermind, him and his brother. I don't really want to say their product, but they sell this product that's like, it doesn't really make sense to buy multiple, but they have some complementary products and they're like, oh, we got to get a repeat purchase rate up high. I'm like, okay, but it's like, nobody wants to come back and buy 2 of these things. So it's like, you got to sell this other stuff. And so it's like, if you only sell this one product that nobody ever wants to buy multiple of, then it's like, that's like a structural issue in your business. But for a lot of them, if you either have like consumables or products that people want to buy multiple of or whatever, then like getting people to rebuy is pretty simple. But you have to have some reason for them to come back. And so that's like, your basic email marketing flows, your SMS flows, your retargeting ads, all those kind of things so that you're getting your lifetime value as high as possible. And the kind of benchmark for lifetime value that I recommend is like 3x your selling price of your main product. You sell a $30 product, your 12-month lifetime value on a revenue basis should be like $90 plus. And I think if you're hitting those targets, it's like you're on your way to doing pretty well. I think those are the main things when it comes to scaling. And where I see people mess up, terrible product with no differentiation, terrible landing page that doesn't hit all those marketing elements. They hire doofus ad agencies on Facebook who do useless stuff. And then they're like, I don't know Facebook, so I'm just going to like abdicate my responsibility to this agency. That pretty much never works out well. You got to watch them like a hawk, even if you know what you're doing or don't know what you're doing. It's like on a daily basis, you should be watching them. Anybody who's spending your money, in my opinion. So those are where people kind of mess up. So it's like doing the opposite and you should be good. You may take, 3 months, 6 months or something like that. But I believe that is how you build up that channel.